Welcome to the Girl Take Note podcast. I am your host, Shaunie Sanders. And as usual, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the show, listening to the podcast on your favorite streaming platforms, of course. Today, I got this this little top knot going on. So if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see me messing around with it because really, I'm just trying to make sure that it's straight. But today's going to be a really good show. And I'm going to take a sip of water because I'm a little thirsty. And I don't know about you guys, but I love sparkling water. And I had my friend Jackie told me, because I love like kombuchas and stuff like that, so I love that apple cider vinegar taste. She told me to add a cap full of apple cider vinegar to my sparkling water because she saw someone do it on YouTube, I think. And I did it. And I got to tell you, I'm in love with it. So you guys don't mind me. I'm going to take a sip because I needed something to drink. I need something with my throat, because I feel like I've just been talking a lot today. But welcome to the show once again. So I want to talk about something today that I had a conversation with a few of my friends over the weekend. And we talked about being strong, right? And how as some of us as women, we're very strong, or even as people, right? Some people are very emotional, wear their feelings on their sleeves. But then you have those people like myself who are just very strong, and people don't think we go through anything. People don't think we deal with stuff. And it's just like, we need to remember that although you have a friend in your life who is strong, you still need to check on your strong friends. Because we go through shit, and to be honest with you, we be fucking dying inside because we go through stuff. But because we handle it so well, people think that, well, I can say whatever I want to say to her, or I can do whatever I want to do, and it's not going to bother her. And it's not that it doesn't bother people who are strong. It's just that we tend to deal with it differently. Like, yeah, you might say some shit to me, and I might be like, okay, you know what? Fuck you. You know, that kind of thing. But go back home, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, that shit really hurt my feelings. And I might even be crying about it. But you don't know, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be strong no matter what. No matter what hits me in life, I'm going to be strong. But at the same time, people just think they can say whatever they want to say to us, and that we have this type of tough skin that we can just deal. But a lot of times in life, it's hard for us too. Even the strong ones, we still need people to check on us. And you know what's so crazy? Like, I'm sitting here and I'm saying this to you guys right now, and I am guilty of this shit myself. Like, I have siblings who I feel like are really strong. I have friends who I feel like are strong, and I don't check to see, hey, how you doing? Especially when it comes to some of my siblings. You know what I mean? I have one sister, my sister Vaughn, who I just feel like is the strongest person I know, and she's tough. You know what I mean? And I never call to check on her just to see how she's doing. I always call to talk to her and stuff like that. I check on her and stuff like that in terms of like, hey girl, what's going on? How you doing? But we never get into like emotional things. And I don't know what bothers her. Like, and no, so crazy about it. I feel like she's sensitive. She's a Gemini, you know, there's two sides to them. But at the same time, I know she go through stuff, but I don't know when she's going through anything. And I don't know how she deal with the stuff that she goes through. And it's so strange. I'm thinking about that now. And I got to remember that when I talk to her, to actually talk to her more about, hey, how are you doing? What's going on with you? Are you okay? I really need to remember to do that with her, because I don't do it. And that's really bad on my part. And I really need to change that. And so I'm guilty of this myself. I don't check on my strong friends either. I feel like, you know what, whatever they're going through, they're going to be all right because they're strong. You know, and I think that's like that saying that everybody fall back on. You know what, you're strong. You're going to be okay. You're strong. You can handle anything. You're strong. And it's like, yeah, we can. But at the same time, shit is hard for us too. And sometimes we don't always handle things well. It just looked that way to you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like when they're home, when we're by ourselves or whenever, like we doing it. Like I tell my homegirls, yo, I cry in the shower. Like the shower is my place to be. When I'm in the shower, I get my fucking cry session on. And that's the realness. Like a lot of people don't see me cry, but I cry in the shower. My husband don't even see me cry that much. I cry in the shower by myself. And it's not that I feel like, oh, me showing people that I'm crying is a form of weakness. It's just that, you know, you just want to project the image of strength, right? You want to be strong, and you don't let people know that things bother you. But I really think that going into 2023, I'm going to be a little bit more emotionally available to people. I'm going to let people know what bothers me. I'm going to let people know what actually upsets me, and that, hey, you can't say everything to me, because people have said some things to me that have really hurt my feelings, and they don't even know it. Like, it really hurt my feelings. I feel like either it was bad timing or just, yo, you really hurt my feelings with what you just said. And sometimes I have to learn how to express that. So when it comes to strong people, you have to still check on them. I mean, we had this conversation about it, and it's just so eye-opening, especially us as Black women. And I wasn't really trying to make this shit kind of racial, because I know strong people, we're in all racial backgrounds. But when it comes to Black women, we especially have to be strong. We especially have to show a face of strength, for our children, for our family, for our friends. You know what I mean? For a lot of people, we really do. Like, in the workplace, we have to show strength. You know what I mean? We have to be strong. We have to be strong in our families, because we know how they fucking can be. We have to be strong in our friend groups. We have to be strong in our relationships, because these fucking men be tripping, right? Niggas be tripping. And we have to be strong, and we have to show strength when really you want to say to someone, especially when you're married or you're in a relationship and someone hurts you and you don't really tell them that what they said hurt you, and you're just trying to be strong about it. Or either when you're going through a breakup and you're trying to be strong, and everyone's like, oh, you're so strong, or you're going to be okay, you're so strong. And really, you're like, yo, no, this breakup really fucking hurt me. Like, this is someone I really cared about, someone I wanted to be with. If you're single, like someone you may have saw a future with. And it's like, yo, yes, I'm strong, but understand that this shit has really broke me. And I'm going through some shit with this. And so, yes, I'm coming around you guys, and I seem like I'm strong and I'm happy and I'm jovial, when honestly, bitch, I'm dying inside. I'm going through it. It's a fucking storm going on all up in here. And it's only because I haven't shared it with you. And I think one of the things that we do as strong people, I think a lot of times where we don't share is that, you know, it's that fear of judgment. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want someone to look at you as weak, or you don't want someone to look at you as vulnerable. And you just don't want to be judged by being hurt by someone. And it could be somebody like a boyfriend, husband, or girlfriend, whatever, who may have cheated on you, treated you badly. And it's like, you know, you're afraid to tell people that you're hurt at the loss of the relationship, because people look at you like, well, why you fucking hurt? Nigga wasn't treating you right anyway. But that's not what it's about. It's about the fact that, I cared for someone. They disappointed me, and now I have the right to be hurt and to be disappointed that this did not work out. And I think that's what we have to understand. Like, we have to always put on a good face. Like I said, especially as Black women, we have to always put on a good face. When we don't get that fucking promotion at work, we have to put that smile on our face and be like, oh, well, congratulations to the white girl that did get it. So congratulations to you. You know what I mean? So it's like, that shit is hard for us to do too. And that fucks with us. And I know, being in corporate America, one of the things I never did and I never wanted to do was cry at the office. Like, I never wanted the fucking job to ever think they had me all up in my feelings about this. Although maybe some things that have happened have really disappointed me, made me really upset. But I'm like, I'm not crying about this shit. I would never give these fucking people the satisfaction to see me cry about anything. And I know in life, as women, as Black women particularly, that's how we feel. We have to be strong, man. We go through a lot of shit. We go through abuse. We go through hurt. We go through so much judgment. We go through body, confidence issues. Like, we go through so much, but we still have to project an image to be strong. And it's like, sometimes as a strong person, I get tired of being strong. I get tired. Sometimes I just want to fall the fuck apart like everybody else do sometimes. You know what I mean? And I think now, as a society, we're beginning to see more people be emotionally vulnerable, more people to show their emotions. But when you're a strong person, it's still hard for you to see it, hard for you to do it. You know what I mean? You see other people doing it, it's like, God damn, I just want to be able to do that. But it's still hard for you to do it. And so I'm still learning how to open up and let people see my vulnerabilities and let people see me hurt. And how to express myself in a way where people are not offended by the fact that they said something, but just to make them aware, like, hey, what you said just really did hurt me. And although I'm strong, I can get over it, because I can. But at the same time, I still have feelings. Like, sometimes I feel like people talk to me and they say things to me as if I don't have no fucking feelings. And I don't, and to be honest with you, I don't talk to people that way. I do my best to be very careful about how I choose to say things to people. Now, if I get upset with you and you done some real dumb shit, then yeah, you're going to get this tongue lashing. I'm not even going to lie. You will. But at the same time, I'm not the person that started things. I've never been the girl that started a fight, but I damn sure was that girl that finished that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a person that's going to start shit. I don't instigate things and stuff like that. But I finish it. And it's just like being that strong person, man. You just want people to check on you sometimes, to kind of call you and see what's going on. You know, I saw this song trending on TikTok, and I was going to do a TikTok and Instagram actually, and I'm going to do a video for it. And it's like, you know, you see me drinking all week. Have you checked on me? Have you called me? Have you checked on me? And even as our strong friends, sometimes you see a behavior change in us, and sometimes people don't reach out. You know what I mean? You can be going through something really fucking tough, and people don't reach out. People don't call to check on you. People don't call to see what's going on with you. And that's why a lot of times we see people suffer in silence, because you want to be strong and you want to say, hey, you know what? I have to get through this on my own. And like I said, I'm still learning that I have a village that I can depend on, that I have to be open enough to share those vulnerable moments, to share those uncomfortable things with people, despite of judgment. Because that judgment of us sharing is what we don't want to hear, and is what stops us from sharing with a lot of people. You know, I admire people who share a lot of vulnerable and intimate things with people. I'm not saying everybody has to get on their podcast. I'm not saying everybody has to get on their Instagram lives and TikToks. I'm just saying, like, when you share something very intimate and personal with people who are close to you, you know what I mean? And they don't give you that judgy factor, and you're able to share with them. They're just able to just listen. Because a lot of time when we share with people, we're not looking for answers. We're not looking for you to solve our problems. We're just looking for you to just listen. And as strong people, we're the ones that always listen. We're the ones that always listen. And as soon as someone says, well, how you doing? I was like, girl, I'm good, girl. I'm good. You know, I'm just trying to make it through this thing called life. And that's like the go-to answer. When really I want to say, girl, I'm fucked up. Like, emotionally, I'm going through some shit. I'm going through some shit here. I'm going through some shit in my relationship, marriage. The job is stressing me out. Like, this is the stuff we really want to say, but we don't burden other people with our problems. That's what we don't do. And I think I'm just thinking out loud here, and I'm thinking for myself in my mind, I have to realize that me sharing whatever it is that I may be going through is not me burden, put my burdens on someone else. I just fucked that word up. Sorry, guys. But me putting my burden on someone else. That's not what that is. That's actually just therapeutic. It's a way of releasing. That's why people say therapy is so important. And I myself feel like, you know what, in 2023, I'm definitely getting myself a therapist, personal therapist, to really have someone to talk to have someone to spill all that stuff to, because as strong people, we won't share with everybody. You know, especially people who know us, I know our relationships, know our situations, you know. And I was like, you know what, I think it's time that, you know, Shaunie, I'm thinking, it's like, hey girl, it's time for you to grow up and get yourself a therapist that you can talk to, that you can talk things over with, because it's always great to have a non-biased person in your corner that you can really give everything to, that you won't really share with a lot of other people. Because we carry a lot and we get tired. I can remember when I was single and all my friends were getting married, and I was super happy for them. And I was just like, yo, I'm good. I don't need to be married. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it don't, it don't. I'm okay. I'm living this single life. I'm good. When really it got to a point for me, this is when I knew I was ready for someone to come into my life. It got to a point for me where I had said to one of my friends, I said, girl, you know what? I'm tired. And she was like, what are you tired about? Girl, you doing, you living, you got a good job, you making good money, you're doing good, got your own little place. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I'm tired of doing everything on my own. I'm tired of being the one to take out the trash, to figure out how this money's gonna stretch, to figure out arrangements, to, you know, just every little thing. I'm tired. Because there's a difference between me doing it with my husband and me doing it by myself. And I got tired of doing it on my own. I just felt like, you know, I'm single and I'm good, but at the same time, I'm tired. I want someone else to share life with. I want someone else to bounce ideas off of. I just want someone else, maybe just here. I want someone else to take out the trash. I don't know about you, I can't fucking stand taking out the trash. Like, that used to be one of my pet peeves. And it's just to have somebody else to take out the trash. But have somebody else that's for you, that's dedicated to you, and you're dedicated to that person, and you guys are just doing life together. I just got to a point where I was tired. And I think when I got to that point that I was tired and I wanted to date more intentionally, and that's when things started shifting in my life. That's when I started doing more things intentionally, dating intentionally, understanding what I want, realizing what I want versus what I don't want. And I was tired, but I was also the strong single friend. Like, I was a single friend. We had good times. I went wherever I needed to go for my friends. And, they came, hung out with me, family come and stay with me. Like, let me share something with you guys. I'm that young girl, and I'm the girl in the family where people come stay with me, nieces, nephews, whoever you are, siblings, whoever you are, and you need a place to stay, and you're my family member, right? And if I can, I will help you. So I always was that girl that always had nieces and nephews living with me, because they were like, hey, auntie, I want to come to, I was in Atlanta at the time, I want to come to Atlanta, and I want to stay there with you and try to get on my feet. And I'm like, yeah, cool, come on, of course, I love you, my baby, come. So I'm that girl in my family, and now I'm that girl in the family that still does that, still help my nieces and nephews, and whomever may need the help can come, and I'll stay, and I don't charge you anything. I let you work, I let you get on your feet, because my whole goal was like, hey, I'm not here to take money from you, I'm here so you can get on your feet. So take the money you need so you can get on your feet and you can get out of my house. That was always my main thing. And so, but you take your time, take as much time as you need, but you do need your own place. And so I was comfortable in that place, and I was comfortable as that role in the family, and as the one who hosted Christmases, the holidays. And I became that person after my sister Michelle. She was her first, and now it's me, and I'm hosting, and I'm doing all these different things. And when you're that person in your family where everything now happens in circles around you, you have to be the strong one. And so my people, my family members, they call me, whatever issues they have and problems, they call me, we talk it out, we talk through it. But when it comes to them asking me about me, I don't share. And when they do find out something that has happened or is happening, I get offended. And I say to them, like, as if it's like, how dare you ask me about my problems? You know what I mean? And I noticed that about myself. And I noticed that's something that I need to change about myself. And I have to be willing to not get offended, to not feel like, oh, you're only saying this to judge me, but to know that, okay, you're actually coming from a place of love, and that I can talk it out with you. I can let you know where I stand, and I can let you know how it goes. And you can be supportive from afar, but you can be supportive. And so I'm learning a lot about myself, or either I learned a lot about myself in 2022. And I know the strength that I have. God has made me this strong in order for me to endure certain things in life and be able to recover and move past. But at the same time, I need people to check on me too. I need to check on my other strong friends. And if you ask me, all my friends are strong, you know what I mean? But I need to check on them, and I need to maybe go a little deeper when it comes to certain things, and see if they are willing to share. And I want to make 2023 a year where I'm more open and I'm sharing more with them when it comes to intimate, personal things that may be affecting my life and I just normally don't share. And I want to be able to share that, and I want to be able to tell people, hey, you know what, this shit is bothering me and I really want somebody to talk to about it. And I'm getting me a therapist. I'm getting a fucking therapist. Like, if y'all got any recommendations out there, let me know. You know what I mean? I'll see if they take my insurance, and I'm going to get me a therapist and someone else to talk things out with. And I think that's what all the strong people need. It's like, we need someone that we feel will not judge us and that we're able to share all of our stuff with and just unload that stuff off of us and let someone else kind of give us a type of different perspective. Because we're always strong. I am always strong. Like, anybody will tell you I'm a strong woman. And I am. And I'll tell you I'm strong. I'll tell you straight up that I'm a strong fucking woman. But strong people need people to check on them too. Strong people need support too. We need a support system. We need a community of women. And I went to a friend's ugly sweater Christmas party over the weekend. And it was so refreshing to see the women, the community of women, we come together and how we just enjoy each other and how we can have such great fun. And I think we live in a society where social media has begun to isolate us, you know, in terms of like, oh, well, I got my friends on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. I got my followers. Those are my friends. That's my community. When it's like, yeah, but you benefit from having an actual community that you touch and feel and see and talk to and visit and sit on their couch. Like, you really do benefit from a real community of women that can come around you, or people that can come around you and support you in whatever time of need you have. And it's refreshing to see that I do have that network of women around me. And what I think the great thing was that they had two young women there, young girls, they were in their 30s, and they came and they really talked about this community of women that they see, being able to be invited in this circle, being able to be invited around these women who are strong, educated, supportive, fun, you know what I mean, and willing to mentor and help other young girls really, you know, do such great things in life. And they were so happy to see us together as women, because they feel like, hey, you know, we live in a society where being strong, this is what she said, which I thought was so interesting. Being strong means being isolated, being by yourself, because that's what shows strength, that you can get through shit on your own. And I was so surprised when she said that, because I felt like that's how I've been my entire life. Being strong is being isolated and showing people that I can do this shit on my own. But that's not strength. Strength is actually leaning on your community. And they were so grateful to be amongst us women who were just a community of women who were enjoying each other. Like I said, who were all educated, very good jobs, very high salaries, but just down to earth as women that they can learn from. And that it's grateful for them to see it, because in their generation, it is so hard for them to make girlfriends. And I noticed that because we look at what happened to Shanquilla, we look at what happened to a lot of young kids now who are being killed by their friends. People who they say are their friends. Like, that shit was unheard of during my time of growing up. And with our friends, like, we fought other people for our friends. Like, that's the kind of shit we used to do. But the thing that stood out, we were so grateful for them to be there. And it's such beautiful young girls. Actually, one of them, her name is Shay. She's going to be on the show with me starting next year, because she wants to start a podcast. And I invite her to come on the show and also just get her feet wet in it, so she can know that being a podcaster is not hard to do. It's really just something you just have to just do. You have to just get out there and just do it, but you can absolutely do it. And so I'm very happy she's going to come on and do a few episodes with me as she begins to launch her own podcast. And that's what it's about. It's about pulling the next woman up. It's about helping the next person who wants to do or be in the same industry as you, and being strong to know that it's not a threat. You know what I mean? That helping another woman isn't a threat to your successes, that we can all be successful in this. We can all share together. And that being strong, it does not mean being isolated. But being strong also means, oh, check on me sometimes too. Check on me, because you see what I mean? Like, when she said that means being strong means isolated, meaning that strong people isolate themselves. So we need to check on those people who are isolated themselves, because they're going through some shit and they need our help and they need our support and they need the resources that we may have to help them get to the next level of what they want to do. It was just we had such a wonderful time. You know, and just sharing and just talking about our wins for 2022, and, you know what I mean? And just looking forward to 2023, not only to continue to be in thriving friendships, but also to grow our friendships, to grow our communities, to make sure that, hey, what we're doing is absolutely amazing. So I just cannot wait until all of this can really come about, and that we can exude the strength that we need and be strong and let people know that we are strong and we want to continue to be strong. But we want you to also check on a bitch. Check on me. Oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb, so I'm getting notifications. But anyways, check on me. Check on your sis. Check on your friends. Check on whoever you need to check on, because we need your fucking help. We need your advice, and we're not sharing. So pull it out of us. So it's hard to get some shit out of me now. I gotta admit, like, it takes a few people. It's only certain people can get things out of me. It's hard to get stuff out of me. It really is, but I'm willing to share it now. And I'm going into 2023. I'm going to make sure that I'm open and I'm vulnerable and I'm sharing. And I got myself a therapist. And because I know that We don't want to share everything with everybody, like I said. And I know I probably won't share everything with everyone. You know, when you're going through your marital problems, your relationship issues, you might not want to share with everyone, but if you do have a therapist in your life, you can share with them. But strong people need support too. We need support. We need help. We need people to be there for us. We need people to just come by and check on us or call and check on us. I don't want to live my life only through Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or Twitter. I want to live my life in living color. I want to be out and about. I want to be able to touch people. I want people to be able to touch me and us to be able to be around each other and create amazing memories. So there's no isolation. Like, let's go into 2023, not isolating ourselves from people, not just only living on social media, but also living in the now. Building your real community, your real network of women around you that you know will be there for you, that will support you no matter what you choose. And I think that's what we lose sometimes as women. As we grow, our circle gets smaller, but we must understand that that's when we must embrace our younger generation of sisters and be able to help them see their greatness and be able to help them get to where they want to be. Because you might be doing something that they want to do, and you're the right person to help them get there. So I just want us to remember that. Like, I wanted to have this conversation with you guys, and I wanted to see how you feel about it, because being strong does not mean we need to be isolated. Being strong does not mean we don't go through shit. Being strong doesn't mean we can take everything you say and do. It doesn't mean that. You know, and being strong doesn't mean we just gonna get through shit. We get through it. Like, let me tell you, let me let y'all in on a secret with strong people. We get through stuff. It takes us longer than you may think, because we're not showing that we're going through something. When you see us, we're smiling, we're happy, we jovial. Like I said, we like fucking killing the game, but we're dealing with that shit behind closed doors. We're dealing with that shit inside, and we're dealing with that shit in other ways. So pay attention to us. Know that if one of your friends lost someone and they're showing you such great strength, understand that they are still hurting. Knowing that if your friend is going through marital problems and he or she may be showing strength, they're still going through something. Be sensitive to that. Check on them. Check on me. Make sure we are good. Because just because I'm smiling in your face and we're saying all this stuff, and we're talking and stuff like that, it doesn't mean that we're 100% okay. It just doesn't. It means that we have coping skills that has helped us get through things in life, and we have now relied on those coping skills to help us continue to get through. And we use those coping skills to go out, do our jobs, be parents, be wives, be husbands, whatever it may be, and that helps us get through. Or either a lot of people just suppress things, and I'm not that one that's going to suppress it. Like I said, I'm the girl that cries in the shower. So I'm going to cry it out in the shower. And my husband is like wondering, like, why are you in there in the shower for like an hour? And I'm just like, oh, I'm just soaking it up. No, I'm actually in there crying. Like, he has no idea. And I don't know, we can get into another conversation about that. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I just don't share with everybody, not even him. And whatever I may be going through, I may be going through something with him that has bothered me, and I'm in the shower crying. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm that person, but at the same time, I need to remember as a friend to check on my other strong friends, because that's something I do not do. That's something I had a very bad habit of doing. And I need to do better. I really want, in 2023, I'm gonna be a better friend, because I even have friends. This is kind of like off topic, but I even have friends that I've been friends with for many years, and I don't call them all the time. And I've always want to, you have those intentions, like, man, I really want to call them more, but then you get caught up in life and other things going on, all the shit's happening, and you just don't. But they call you, and then you guys talk as if not a day went by. But in 2023, I want to get to a place where I'm calling my friends who don't live in my same city, who are not around me as much. I want to call them more. I want to show them more attention. I want to see them more, visit them more, and spend time with them more, and really invest in their lives more as they invested in mine over the years. And so I want to be a better friend. I want to be a better sister. I want to be a better daughter, to my mom. I just want to be overall a better person going into 2023. and I want to see how I can contribute to other women. I really want to be about mentoring other women who, whatever help I can give them, I will. I'm a person who shares information, who shares what I have. And if something that I'm doing that you want to do, trust and believe, I'm your girl. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to show you how to do that shit, and you can run off and do it. And I have no qualms with it because, like I said, I don't look at other women as competition, because there's too much in this world for us all to be able to be successful in whatever industry we're in whatever entrepreneur path that we're taking. There's enough for all of us to succeed. There's enough for all of us to win. We don't have to look at each other as competition. We can all win. We're all strong enough. We're all strong enough to make it. Because it takes strength. And like I said, listen, I don't want nobody to confuse this conversation with, oh, strong friends need this extra attention. No. What we're saying is that sometimes we go through shit, so check on us too. Check on us. If I happen to tell you something I'm going through, make sure you check on me. Don't just say, oh, Shaunie's strong. She's going to be okay. Shaunie's strong. She's going to be all right. No, bitch, I'm not going to be all right. I mean, ultimately, yeah, I'm going to be all right, but I'm not all right. Like, I gotta get to the all right. I gotta go through this shit in order to get to the all right. So there's a place to get to. There's a path. There's a journey you take to get to being all right. So just remember that about your strong friends. So that way you're not just like, oh, she good. I know she's going through stuff, but you know, she's so strong. She gonna get through it. Bitch, you have no idea how she's getting through it. You have no idea. All you see is the end result. You see what I'm saying? People don't see the journey. They just see the end result. And they see the end result and they're like, man, she's strong. Look what she went through. Yeah, but you don't know what she went through or endured to get there. And that's why you have to check on your strong friends. So listen, any of my friends who are listening to this show right now, check on me. Okay? A bitch going through stuff, a bitch go through stuff, and I get through it, but I need y'all to check on me too. I need somebody to call me like, girl, you okay? And don't be surprised if first thing I do is start fucking breaking down and crying. Just because you asked me if I was okay, and I might tell you, girl, no, I'm not. I'm going through shit, and it's tough. So don't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Don't be surprised. Well, listen, this is all I got for you today. I really just wanted to sit and have this conversation with you guys. I'm looking forward to the season 1 of Girl Take Note podcast to end next week. The last episode will air next week. We will be back on the air in 2023 with brand new shows, new hosts, new guests, a whole new platform, a whole new type of show, actually. I really want to do some things different. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. But remember, like I said, check on your strong friends because we need you. I'm Shaunie Sanders. This is Girl Take No Podcast, and I'll see you guys next time.